I don't know how to tell you this, but Jeannie stopped by earlier.
She did.
And she took the doll.
I'm not defying you, David. I am protecting you.
Protecting me from what?
Ben, I can't say I understand what you've gone through. I know you feel you've lost something important, and maybe you have.
It gets worse. See, the shots came from here. Now, if she stumbled on a burglary, she should have been here.
We need to warn them. There may be other bombs out there. And get all the information on any fragments that were recovered from both bombings.
What if I told you the actress who runs a Christian theater company was once called a shameless she-devil and a beast mistress on national television? And what if this same woman got so angry about a network decision that she admitted she was pissed and couldn't understand why nobody told her what was happening?
Well, I didn't know that everything was going to be okay. In fact, I was kind of pissed because we were moving around, but then I got it.
This is Penny Johnson Jerald, the Baltimore actress who went from playing the calm assistant on a comedy show to becoming television's most notorious villain. A woman who nearly rejected Star Trek, watched a man die on 24, got fired from Castle via Twitter, and somehow kept working through it all, while running a theater company with her husband of over 40 years. March 14th, 1961, Baltimore, Maryland.
It is such a blessing to be here because, not just because you're fabulous people, but I am in my hometown. I call it B-more, and most of us know it as is Baltimore, right?
Penny Johnson was born into a family of 7 siblings, and from the beginning, she knew her destiny. Acting wasn't a hobby or a backup plan. It was everything. While her brothers and sisters figured out their paths, Penny had already mapped hers out.
It's the rainy season on our Boreas Prime.
Well, actually, our hotel's above the clouds. Now remember, if you need anything at all, Dr. Parley's on duty full-time.
She started at Western High School before transferring to Park School of Baltimore, always keeping that dream alive. But dreams don't pay bills, and Baltimore wasn't exactly Hollywood. Penny needed something bigger, something that would prove she wasn't just another kid with stars in her eyes. Then came the acceptance letter that changed everything. Juilliard School, one of the most prestigious performing arts conservatories in the world. In 1982, Penny Johnson Jerald graduated from Juilliard alongside future stars Megan Gallagher, Jack Kenny, and Lorraine Toussaint. She had the training, the talent, and the drive. But Hollywood didn't care about any of that. In 1983, American Playhouse, Penny's screen debut. A small role, easily forgotten, but it was a start. Then came The Paper Chase in 1984.
What is it? Come on, tell us. Because whatever it is, I hope it's worth betraying Kingsfield and everybody else that thought they...
Where she played Vivian Conway for 2 years. General Hospital in 1986.
He has a world of potential, but ever since his parents split up, he just doesn't seem to be interested in anything. Anything constructive, that is.
Small parts in Simon & Simon.
Yes, but too much, and they can be passed along to humans in the meat. And so can diseases, which have become resistant.
Tour of Duty.
Good things just happen to come to me.
Well, this good thing will be at the Officers Club, because I don't date grunts.
Parker Lewis Can't Lose.
You're always needy and you're always taking. Well, that's selfish. And I've had it.
Penny was building a career one guest spot at a time, grinding through the industry's brutal indifference. But 1989 brought something different. Spike Lee cast her in Do the Right Thing, one of the most important films about race in America. That same year, she landed a role on the sitcom Homeroom as Virginia, Vicky Harper.
I'm sorry to interrupt your concert, but if I don't concentrate on what I'm studying, I will kill future patients.
The show tanked, but Penny kept moving. In 1983, she'd married Granlund Jerald, a musician who would become not just her husband, but her manager. They were building something together, even if Hollywood couldn't see it yet. Then, 1992 arrived and everything changed. HBO's The Larry Sanders Show needed someone to play Beverly Barnes, the unflappable personal assistant who kept the chaos of a late-night talk show running smoothly.
Paula says that Robert Hayes is booked on the show tonight, but fell in the shower and he's still seeing like shapes and colors and stuff.
Perfect.
Penny got the role and suddenly found herself on one of the smartest, sharpest comedies on television.
Yes, the guest host, but you are not. You have an office of your own, Hank, so come on, let's get out of here. Run along, come on.
For 6 years, Beverly Barnes became Penny's calling card. Cable Ace Award nomination in 1996, NAACP Image Award nomination in 1998. Critics praised her. Audiences loved her calm professionalism in the middle of Hollywood satire. Penny Johnson was no longer just another working actress. She was Beverly Barnes.
Oh, well, I had to go and get a new one first, Arthur. I mean, I had it already cut up in the little chunks the way he always likes it.
But here's where the story gets interesting. While Penny was playing the most professional, put-together assistant on television, she was about to take a role that would flip her entire image upside down. In 1995, the call came in. Star Trek Deep Space Nine wanted her for a recurring role. Captain Cassidy Yates, a freighter captain who would become Captain Benjamin Sisko's love interest.
You seem a little preoccupied.
It's just when we made our plans, I forgot, I had a previous engagement.
Penny's first response, I can't do that.
She wasn't a Trekkie. She didn't get it. She didn't understand the fandom, the conventions, the obsessive devotion. To Penny, it was just another sci-fi show. But her husband, Grylan, who also managed her career, wouldn't let her refuse. You're going to do this because this is Star Trek, he told her. He was a die-hard Trekkie, and he knew something Penny didn't.
When I thought we were having a meeting that I was trying out for this job, we just sat down and he said, "So Penny, how in the hell have you been?" And I said, "Oh my gosh, that means we've met somewhere before." And the whole time I'm trying to figure out, okay. And then it came to me. We met at a dinner party with Phyllis Diller and my husband talking crap, and Seth never forgot that. So pretty much that's how Claire became.
So Penny showed up to the audition, relaxed and not particularly invested in getting the role. That casual attitude, it got her the job. And then something unexpected happened that would test her professionalism in ways she never anticipated. The chemistry between Penny and Avery Brooks, who played Captain Sisko, was instant and dangerous. The chemistry between Avery and I was uncanny, Penny would later admit in interviews. It was magnetic because you had two seasoned actors who were both aware of that and who were both happily married.
Oh, they've got to catch me first.
You're really not worried, are you?
No, I'm fearless. And you know that. That's why you love me.
Both married, both professionals, both feeling something they absolutely could not act on.
A lot of people don't speak of it, but we had a black man. He was single. He was raising a black son, and he did an excellent job. And I so wanted to be a part of that journey, and so that people could see that we're people too, and we're beautiful, we're profound, and we love our children, and we love our family.
We wanted to make sure none of that was residual outside of that stage, Penny explained. We didn't do dressing room visits or anything. We were smart enough to know the chemistry was so strong not to go there and tease ourselves in that department. A lot of the strength you saw translated on screen was the fact we resisted one another.
I wouldn't want you to do anything that you're uncomfortable with.
Good, then it's settled. I'm gonna go take a sonic shower.
Let that sink in. The romance that Star Trek fans loved, the relationship between Cassidy and Sisko that felt so authentic and powerful, was partially fueled by two married actors consciously resisting their attraction to each other. The tension you saw on screen was real tension, transformed into professional excellence.
I know we need to talk, but honestly, David, we haven't slept in 2 days.
And Penny had no idea she was making history. She became the first woman of color to captain a ship in the Star Trek canon.
It's Captain Yates.
Captain, I don't know what you said to those Klingons, but it must have been good.
Captain of the freighter SS Koza, breaking barriers while Penny focused on just playing the character with truth and strength. It was after doing that the fans brought it to attention, she said. I never saw myself as the first. The fan response was overwhelming. Yesterday, I'm not exaggerating, I must have answered over 100 pieces of fan mail, Penny said during the show's run. From 1995 to 1999, Cassidy Yates evolved from a setup date to Benjamin Sisko's pregnant wife. A complete character arc television rarely gave black women in the 90s. But in 1994, while juggling Larry Sanders and Star Trek, Penny and Grylan founded something that revealed who she really was. The Outreach Christian Theater Company, teaching acting workshops, producing and directing faith-based performances. Penny Johnson Jerald wasn't just playing characters, she was building legacy rooted in faith.
Just what I need. Parenting tips from a talking hubcap.
Which makes what happened next even more shocking. Fox launched 24, a groundbreaking real-time thriller about terrorism, politics, and the impossible choices people make under pressure. They needed someone to play Sherry Palmer, the wife of Senator David Palmer, a man running for president of the United States.
I promise you, you will not spend one day
in jail. Isn't that so, Wayne?
They cast Penny Johnson Jerald, and the Christian theater director was about to become television's most hated woman. Penny Johnson Jerald wasn't playing Beverly Barnes anymore. This was something else entirely, something darker, something that required her to tap into parts of herself she'd never explored on screen before.
I just don't think you're fit to be the First Lady.
It was the first role to test her acting ability, the press reported. Penny herself admitted that most of her previous characters had been easygoing. Sherry Palmer was a monster in designer suits, and Penny had to find a way to make her real. I think her focus was straightforward, Penny would explain. She always knew what she wanted, and she just had different tactics of getting it.
Not one woman in her right mind would find you attractive. Look at your wealth, Alan. That's what people want from you.
That scene, the one where Sherry Palmer stands over a man having a heart attack and withholds his medication, watching him die, letting him die because it served her purposes.
Don't, Sherry. Don't. This is your way out.
People were horrified. I can't walk in the streets now because of Sherry Palmer, Penny said in interviews. She is the J.R. Ewing of 24. I'm telling you, they love to hate her.
When you showed up, I was like, it's the evil woman from 24.
No, she wasn't evil. She was misunderstood.
A church parishioner once approached Penny after binge watching 24. He told me, I was watching, and the next day I had to come to church to see, that can't be the same woman, Penny recalled, laughing. I said, you know me. You've known me for years. But Penny understood something crucial about Sherry Palmer that made the character work. I have to believe that Sherry is that loving, passionate woman and wife and mother who will not let anyone disrupt her plan. She's operating out of fear, but it stems from love.
She was a mother, a fox, and so a fox will do almost anything to protect her little cubs. And I think that's who Sherry Palmer was.
That's what made Sherry Palmer so terrifying. She wasn't evil for evil's sake. She was a woman so consumed by fear of losing power that she'd do anything to protect what she believed was hers. In 2003, Penny received a Screen Actors Guild Award nomination for Outstanding Performance by an Ensemble in a Drama Series alongside her 24 castmates. She'd appeared in all but 2 episodes of the first season and returned for major arcs in season 2 and 3. Sherry Palmer became one of television's most memorable villains, and Penny Johnson Jerald became the actress everyone loved to hate. But between Star Trek conventions and playing TV's most notorious villain, Penny kept working. She had recurring roles on ER as Lynette Evans.
A nurse practitioner, which I am, by the way, would serve you better. Well, since I can write prescriptions and I know from time to time you can't call any docs.
She appeared in Clint Eastwood's Absolute Power.
We can make this stick. I bet you this is our guy. He's so local. I mean, you can't ask for anything more than that.
She portrayed Condoleezza Rice in DC 9/11, Time of Crisis in 2003.
They've also got a large Muslim population, reason enough on their own to fear Al-Qaeda.
We can make common cause.
Reprising the role in The Path to 9/11 in 2006. She guest starred on Frasier.
And I'm a good person, but sometimes I just feel like the whole world is shutting me out.
The Practice.
Why is that? Because the law doesn't want parents signing away their rights before they know what's really at stake.
The X-Files.
Aren't we lucky? Hot, sticky, and crawling in the dark. Also, every commuter in Boston could get home to watch Survivor, too.
Eve, The 4400.
I like your attitude, but you'll forgive me if I'm not reassured.
Because recently it seems like we're even botching the little things.
October Road.
He did not. He did. He took a job. He's leaving town right now as we speak.
Penny Johnson Jerald was everywhere. Then came 2011, and another major role. ABC's Castle needed a new captain for the 12th Precinct after the death of Captain Roy Montgomery.
Detective, I'd like to call the mayor, let him know that we caught our killer. Try to get a confession this time.
Yes, sir.
They wanted someone who could bring authority, complexity, and a no-nonsense attitude to a show that balanced murder mysteries with romantic comedy. They cast Penny Johnson Jerald as Captain Victoria Iron Gates. For 4 seasons, from season 4 through season 7,
Penny commanded the precinct. Castle was pulling in 10 million viewers per episode. Everything seemed stable. Penny had another hit show, another memorable character, another chance to showcase her range. And then came May 29th. 2015. ABC was making creative tweaks for Castle's 8th season under new showrunners. One of those tweaks was removing Penny Johnson-Jerald from the show, but nobody told her directly. Nobody called, nobody sat her down for a conversation. Late on May 29th, Penny got the news. Hours later, she was on Twitter, heartbroken and confused. To my Castle fans around the world, as of late yesterday, I am surprised and saddened to learn that I will no longer be a part of the Castle family. Thank you all for your support and love. Hugs from PJJ. Surprised, saddened. 2 words that revealed everything. After 4 seasons on a hit show, Penny Johnson-Jerald found out she was fired the way everyone else did. No warning, no explanation, just suddenly unemployed. Castle showrunner Alexi Hawley later admitted it was very difficult writing Captain Gates out of the series, but that didn't change what happened. Penny had been let go, blindsided by a business decision that treated her like she was disposable after years of work. The fans were furious, Penny was gracious, and Hollywood kept turning. But 2017 brought redemption. Seth MacFarlane was creating a new science fiction series for Fox called The Orville, a loving tribute to Star Trek with comedy elements. The show needed a chief medical officer, someone with range, warmth, and the ability to handle both drama and humor.
Have you been experiencing any dizziness, fatigue, or loss of sensation in your outer membrane?
MacFarlane had been inspired by 2 of Penny's previous roles, Cassidy Yates from Deep Space Nine and Sherry Palmer from 24. He wanted that depth, that versatility. Penny Johnson-Jerald was cast as Dr. Claire Finn, and suddenly she was back in space, wearing a uniform, making science fiction history again.
And he and I never brought that up because we probably both forgot. But I was looking at old episodes of the Larry Sanders Show and I saw Norm and I went, I knew it. I knew we had worked together. And Beverly, but that was my character, that Beverly and Norm had a full-on scene. And one thing that was wonderful about him then and on our show is that he has the ability to laugh at himself. And that is what's going to be missed.
Dr. Claire Finn was another complex character for Penny's collection, a single mother with 2 sons, a skilled physician, and a woman navigating relationships in deep space.
Dr. Claire Finn has 2 boys, and I liken that from the Deep Space Nine relationship.
But filming The Orville came with challenges nobody expected.
And that's a big job, though, too. We were tested every day, even if you didn't work. And sometimes I have to say, it was frustrating because you'd want to have a day. You never had a day off. So imagine, normally you'd, have a few days off and then you can plan something. But during the pandemic, we never had a day off. And we tested on Sundays too. So it was testing.
And then there was the issue nobody could control.
This was a fear, was that I thought that my kids would be married with children by the time.
I mean, BJ is like 6'7".
That was the funniest thing. I mean, they started out being these little shrimp. I mean, I could look at them eye to eye. We ended up, I have to look up now. And I go, wait a minute, are we going to do our scenes with this kid now on his knees? I mean, what?
I know, the years, the continuity is hilarious. Like between
that was
hair, weight, kids growing up.
Just and they grew up we shot 1 episode and we didn't shoot the rest of it until the end. So I think BJ must have been, 12 inches taller?
But the biggest change came when The Orville moved from Fox to Hulu for its 3rd season. And Penny, she wasn't happy about it at first.
When I first heard it, I was on a bus with most of the rest of us, and I was pissed because why weren't we told? And I didn't understand it at all. And then I truly understood it. I understood that it was the best choice ever because this is not a show that you can just sit and you're going to watch episode after episode after episode. These are freaking movies. And if we were not on Hulu, we would not have been allowed the freedom to really do that. More time means more investment in storytelling. And the production values are just through the roof. I mean, maybe Hulu is just super rich, or maybe it's somebody else we know. The production values are just amazing. So I am happy that it happened. But I'm not going to lie, I was pissed when I heard. I don't like moving around like that. But it makes sense. It makes perfect sense.
In 2019, Penny added one more credit to her resume. She voiced Serafina in Disney's live-action remake of The Lion King.
Mom, can I go with Simba?
What do you think, Sarabi?
Well...
From Juilliard graduate to Disney icon, the journey had taken her everywhere. Today, Penny Johnson Jerald is still Dr. Claire Finn on the Orville, still married to Granlund Jerald after more than 40 years together, still running the Outreach Christian Theater Company they founded in 1994, still teaching, still creating, still working. She's played Star Trek's first black female captain. She's been called a beast mistress and a shameless she-devil on national television. She's been fired via Twitter from a hit show. She's survived pandemic production nightmares, where she was tested every single day. She's watched her TV sons grow a foot taller during a hiatus. She's been pissed at network decisions and learned to understand them later. From Beverly Barnes to Cassidy Yates to Sherry Palmer to Captain Gates to Dr. Claire Finn, Penny Johnson Jerald has built a career on range, resilience, and refusing to be just one thing. The church lady who played television's most notorious villain. The professional who resisted dangerous chemistry with her co-star. The actress who got pissed about a network move and then admitted she was wrong. The woman who never wanted to do Star Trek and ended up making sci-fi history twice. Still incomplete, still evolving, still here. Because as Penny said herself, being complete means you're done. And Penny Johnson Jerald, she's clearly not done yet.